Hello there and welcome to our UBL Week 1 Team Builder against Blazing Squid, coach of the Toronto Totodiles. Last time we played him, he believes he wasn't at his best against us. He wasn't happy with the performance he put in against us. And today, let me tell you, I have tried my best to build a team that I believe can handle his team the best. His team boasts some powerful offense in the form of Totodiles, which is one of his fastest Pokemon, Alola, Ninetales, Bishop, Donphan, Galvantula, Mienshao, Slowking, Zygarde 10, Silvally, Lurantis, and Mega Charizard X. What makes his team so frightening is pretty much the premise of Galvantula with webs plus Mega Charizard X, because I really don't quote-unquote have a nice answer to that I feel comfortable with. I feel like the best way to chip down the Mega Charizard X is through the power of T-Spikes, but I do feel like I do have quite a nice neutral Pokemon in this matchup, being Scarf Nihilego, which can check both Galvantula and Mega Charizard X, provided that Mega Charizard X does not get to +2, which is also very important to note. Therefore, you will see in this team how I have added around, a couple of workarounds, because we want to make sure that we pick up a win for the New South Wailmers fans at home. I'm wearing my Pokemon trainer shirt. Let me know if you guys want me to, wear something different next time. I can always work it out, boys and girls. Always work it out. Now, the team that I have drafted, in case you missed my draft analysis, which went up last week. Oh. No, sorry. In case you missed my draft analysis, that... Wait, why am I saying people... Sorry. Oh, Aaron, leave this thing because I face palm. So this goes up on the 8th. Is our Week 1 Team Builder. The first was our draft analysis for the UBL. Classic bird. Oh, he does give you a little headache, doesn't he? Poor little bird. And what I really wanted to try to craft in this team was, I don't really quote-unquote have the best defogger on my team, being a Rufflet. But I'm not happy with those fans at home, because we have Tapu Koko. He also is a flappy bird. He will get rid of those rocks. He is good. I like my defog Koko. So the team idea was really centered around upon two sort of defensive ideas in my head that could actually become very offensive depending upon his team. One of the big things to note is he does not have a switch in for Big Mega Abomasnow, aka our Cos. I have nicknamed Mons. The thing was sort of PDE boys, pretty much, because why not? Rogue, you can be our friend today, Rogue. Is that good, Rogue? You're our friend. You have not committed a sin and left me for Fortnite like my friend Hera Horde. I just cry every time. Hera, this is a petition. If you're still out there, come back. I miss you. And so if we win the UBL D League, Hera has to come back. That's a promise. If Hera doesn't come back, we'll be very upset. He cost me a spot in the main league. Hera, this is for you. I love you a lot, Hera Horde. How do I do this cringy little heart thing? Look, I'm a little 12-year-old on Instagram. Ha ha ha. The also idea is, because I have Hail on my team, I don't really care about his Alola Ninetales having Hail, but Hail's this really nice chip against him. Mienshao's problematic. Now, the way in which I want to do these team builders is, ideally I want to keep them short to some degree, but at the same time I want to try to give you as much knowledge as I can. However, the main focus will be on the BBL and a larger construct. Like BBL, you will expect like calcs, whereas this league won't be so much. Now, why is the team that you want to see not here? Oh, I just need to check something. Six is not enough. So, let's go to the team. The first mod I whacked on this team, I went whack and put on the team, is Daniki. He is my Clefable this season. He's max bold. The main calc for this was Zygarde, so I don't get too shot by the banded set. I'm very worried about Zygarde just because nothing really on my team wants to outspeed it. And also as well, like, it's one rogue superpower away from clapping a boy. Underwave is actually a really nice speed control momentum in this game. In particular, trying to slow down things like the Totodiles, Mega Charizard X, and also the Unaware really helps against Lurantis. Lurantis then is effectively neutralized in the form of one Pokemon. You can try to argue with me that by having Magic Guard, it would be a better fit on the team, but nah. I also like the idea that by being unaware, things like Bishop cannot really set up on me. It can to a degree, but it's not as threatening unless he's covering that Iron Head. A lot of the Ninetales is always going to be problematic. If it's Specs, it is going to be problematic for my team, and I've really accepted that as something that I've just gone, yeah, that's fine by me. And that purely comes down to the way in which this team is constructed. As I mentioned earlier, one of the first things I wanted to slap on this team was Scarf Nihilugu. Power Gem, Sludge Wave, Grass Knot, T-Bar. You will notice that his team doesn't really have any good T-Spike answers on his draft. I don't think he has a Grounded Poison. However, with the combination of Donphan for Rapid Spin and my Ghost type being non-existent, I didn't want to give him that opportunity. Also, on top of that, I knew that by looking at the matchup itself, Scarf Nihilugu can come in really cleanly and just start sweeping things. Depending upon if the Mienshao scarfed or not, however, the synergy behind Mienshao trying to lock itself into a move freely between Nihilugu and Clefable, relying upon that U-turn to then try to go out into something like Bishop, you'll then see later on that Bishop is a little bit problematic. However, it's not the most annoying thing because, let's just say, hypothetically, right? He goes Mienshao on my Nihilugu after I've killed something. Nihilugu, I decide to switch into Clef, he goes for HJK. I wish up as we both double the following turn. As he goes into Bishop, I will go out into my Crocodile, and my Crocodile this week cannot be killed unless it's Scarfed Bishop. I deliberately speed creeped for that because I didn't think anything faster would be good. But I just feel like when you have those combination and synergy going on, Mienshao is just a massive threat in general. But I think like anything, why say to yourself, okay, what's my defensive check? Like, yeah, that's fine. If he clicks U-turn every time, it's going to be problematic. However, there will just come a time where I go, fuck this, I'm sick of switching out. I'm just going to click stay and click Scarf Sludge Wave. And if he kills me, he kills me. But, in saying that, what that then allows me to do is I can go out into Coco. And we gotta remember, he doesn't have a way to boost this. The way in which he boosts his quote-unquote Mienshao, which is, his Scarf Mon, is through moves that will boost it. SD, Calm Mind. I think it may get Nasty Blood. I'm not entirely sure on that. I should really look into it more. But that's the idea. Nihilugu is mainly there for saying, right, if you want to bring in Mega Charizard X on Clefable to try to SD up on it, that's fine. Thunder Wave, I now go out into my Crocodile. That's fine by me. You can't do anything. Get to +5, get to +6. And that's the way that functioning works. Also, the move selection is because Power Gem Sludge Wave really hits everything really hard outside of Bishop. So that's why we do have Thunderbolt on the team. However, we do have to be aware of that Donphan. I think as well, he doesn't have his Water is Slowking, but Slowking and Tornadus Teeth don't really want to take a Power Gem in combination with one another. I think that really limits the team. The next one on the team is actually Mega Abomasnow. Mega Abomasnow is a Pokemon that I got round 7, got really early, and I think a lot of people go, bro, you got a Mega that's useless. And I'm going to go, that's where you're wrong, kiddos. I don't know how to use it. So, we have Cos this week, which is a Mega Abomasnow. Now, this Mega Abomasnow is timid. The reason why it is timid is because Slowking does not want to take a Seed Bomb and does about 60% to it. So, if he does try to bait in that Blizzard and I click Seed Bomb, beauty. Giga Drain is the best form of recovery, I think, on this week. I did originally have Leech Seed over Seed Bomb, however, I didn't want Slowking to freely come in every time I tried to set up a Trick Room, and that's where the combination makes a really nice sense. By having both 132 special offenses this week, it really helps. On top of that as well, Ice Shot is really good. Even things like Gavantula, right? Let's say, hypothetically, for whatever reason, I see his team and think, right, he should know that he should not leave Gavantula against me. Just that ability just to go to the Focus Sash, break the Sash, go out into my Coco, just defog freely because I know that by breaking things, Sashes, Sturdies, it'll be really nice passive support. And that's what we're really trying to generate with the Abomasnow this week. That passive support. Also as well, not Specs, the 252 Timid Blizzards, like doing 60% to Mega Charizard X. Are you telling me that a switch in is going to be designed to live shit like that? Silvally Steel is probably his best bet to this, and even then, Silvally Steel really doesn't want to come in on Crook, doesn't want to come in and Manitan potential doubles, and it really forces himself into that mindset. The Speed EVs, I think, is for 32 Lurantis, maybe? Lurantis is definitely an issue, and that's why the Clef became unaware, because I then went, oh, if I'm so scared of Lurantis with my Mega Abomasnow, why not just make my Clefable the switch in? Why not, theoretically, every time that he tries to go into Lurantis on Mega Abomasnow, after Mega Abomasnow has killed something, go into Clef and go, thank you! Wish up, and then go, right, Lurantis, you've given me momentum now. What is your switch in? This is either a free Thunder Wave this turn, because I do believe that his electric type is Garvantula. Garvantula doesn't really care about webs, more so, however, Garvantula isn't really the bulky electrics that you fear every time. It's not something like a Zapdos or a Stun Fisk even, where they're going to stick around for a long, long time. It could be wrong. Game actually could absolutely 6-0 me, and, you know, that's the end of that story. But I think it's also important to note that that's what the mentality we go into. And it's so important to consider that mentality going into any battle. And then on top of that, why not have something that is going to set up... So let's say, for example, Mega Bombso stays in for 5 turns. Hail's gone. Next thing, he decides to bring in a Lola 9 task because he wants to get up a Veil and be cheeky. What does Bird do? Right, let's keep clicking buttons. Come on, Bombso. Keep clicking, click. Ice Shot. 2-hit KOs. It's Taunt T. And that's where the mentality is like, right, let's go. Where do you want to go? Because I really want that mentality to be in his head very early on. I want him to go, okay, switch here. What am I doing? I don't want to allow him to get momentum. If you've seen his PGL battles, he gets momentum so quickly by exerting so much offensive pressure. If he plays Mega Charizard X like he plays his Houndoom, I want to pressure the shit out of it. I want him to think, I can DD in front of a Mega Bombsto, then Blizzard drops it. Or I want him to think, right, I'm in my Slowking, it's low, it's about 30%, is he going to Blizzard me? That's the mentality you have to take into these games. He uses Mega Houndoom really well. He has a lot of team support for Mega Houndoom in PGL. He has a lot of support now in UBL D League for his Mega Charizard X. We want to capitalize on that. Bang, keep that momentum going. Next up, we have our Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko, as I said this week, is going to be a defogger. Dazzling Gleam plus Seafarinium drops Donphan. I want that calc insta. I don't want Donphan to be sticking around for 50 fucking turns. I want Donphan him to realize early on, Donphan, that is a answer to a Tapu Koko, because he's only revealing Thunderbolt. And then drop that, and then go, sweet, T-Bolt, Dazzling Gleam also hits the Zygarde. He doesn't really have any checks to it. Let's keep that momentum going, as I said. I do not want to be on the back foot at any stage. This Koko has no momentum. Why doesn't it need momentum? Well, because the monster I'm most scared of, I know that I can switch into. Next up, we have Henry, our Darmanitan, named after my good friend Hobbit VGC. He came second at Brisbane Regionals. Oh my goodness, he shouts fucking everyone. Yes, I fucking do. Next up we have Darmanitan this week. Darmanitan is Adamant Scarf. Now this Darmanitan only creeps Taunt T. The reason why it only creeps Taunt T is because I don't see a reason for it to do anything else. This is my dedicated lead. If he leads Galvantula, I'm clicking Bandage, I'm clicking Scarf U-turn, getting the fuck out of there. If he decides to lead with Donphan, exact same mentality. I do not care what the fuck he leads with, we're leading Darmanitan 150 fucking % of the time. There is no reason not to. Nothing wants to take an Adamant Darm fucking ever. I'm going to double check speed tiers, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to outspeed a Taunt T. We're going to fucking flare blitz the shit out of it. If he wants to try to be cheeky, going into Slowking, that's fine. I always have Unaware Clefable at a moment's notice. It's that mentality. Alright, I've got Clefable, what does it do? It does it's just a nice glue. And this is where I said about, you want to pair type stacking with different roles. Clefable, Tapu Koko, exact same typing, to a degree. But they do have such a nice synergy, I think, on this team, and it's really bringing itself out. You know, game 1. Last one on the team, we have Intimidate Krookodile. Now, Krookodile, I said earlier, was like a Bishop check unless it's Scarf. It has Earthquake, has Knockoff, has Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is specifically there for Taunt T and Charizard X. Do you want to DD up in my fucking face because you're Wispzard? Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to deal with that shit. No one wants to deal with that shit. And I'm sorry, if you're someone that wants to let Charizard get to like +6 on you, fuck off. You know, like, let's really pressure that Charizard. Charizard, yes, you can get a +1, but I'm going to spam Earthquake. I'm going to keep my rocks going up every fucking time in your Silvally. The Silvally typing is so crucial this game that I don't even think people can imagine what. Why is Mega Bomb so crucial? I honestly think Silvally Water has to come. Silvally Water does not want to take Giga Drains. And that's also as well where Tapu Koko comes in really nice. Once you start beating those defoggers, once you start beating those hazard setters, he is fucked. Because it's not just specifically the team, it's just to anyone really. You put up so much offensive pressure that they just start fucking questioning everything they do. What do you mean? Do you really think that turn 2, after he's seen Scarf Darm, break his Galvantula Sash, go hard into Koko, do you really think he's the first instinct to go, let's go into Donphan here, and if he does, I'll click double fairy move, that's fucked. What's he going to do? That's a very predictable lead on his part. However, I do think it is one of the most logical leads on his part. Because webs make so much sense against my team. Quote unquote, don't have a defogger, Aaron 2420. But we really want to keep that offensive pressure up. Stealth Rock's really nice. 12% on the range and 6% on Zygarde. I know Zygarde doesn't really care about that. But once you start racking those turns up because he can't offensively keep switching in. The main worry about this team, I really think, is Mienshao. Mienshao is going to be problematic because if it's Scarfed, it's going to be a bit annoying, but at the same time, Let's keep it going. Let's keep this momentum going. I also think that Charizard X this week has to be SD because I do have so much Intimidate spam. And I think at the same time, he may try to be like Adrenaline Orb on his Bishop, trying to be cheeky. And to be honest, if that's the set I lose to this week, I'm fucking perfectly fine with that. I understand some people go like, but why is that? Why don't you care what you lose to? It's like, well, sometimes you just have to. Good job to my opponent. Now tomorrow will be our week 1 upload from this video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and until next time, peace.